Just shoot me now! Why don't you guys let this movie die? I can't take it anymore.
Do you want to sit down?
Yeah.
Should we sit?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I do have to say, Mr. Bostwick, we met backstage, and he did not look like this. He asked to be excused, and he went into my dressing room, and this is the first I've seen this. Honestly, last year, I thought I could never be more shocked than when Cloris Leachman took my wig off on stage, but this beats that. I am shocked. And we love you, Barry Bostwick, for wearing heels and fishnets for this legendary screening.
Thank you.
Still got it. You still got it. I'm honestly a little bit speechless. After 15 years of doing this, I've been rendered shocked and speechless. But I'm hugely flattered, and you look fabulous. So, actually, why don't we jump right into this? Do you remember shooting these scenes where you had to appear in drag, and was there any sort of drag training on the set?
No, sense memory, I think, is what I had, you know. I saw the show many times on stage. And, you know, my character, Brad, is not supposed to be comfortable in all of this, right?
Right.
I found myself a little too comfortable.
I don't feel like...
Yeah. You know, this is the first time I've had this on in 36 years. You! San Francisco! You! And you! And it will be the last time I get in this house.
It's pretty unbelievable. It's incredible. This is just so amazing. I mean, I'm just sort of basking in it all. I'm wondering now about this interview, where we go from here. But I do want to ask, you know, what do you remember as far as, so you saw the show before you were cast in the movie?
Yes, I did.
And so you were a fan of the show?
Well, I can't say it. Yes, it was. I had friends in it, and I remember Kim, a friend of mine who was, I think, playing Rocky, came out into the audience before the show started at the Castro Theater in Los Angeles. Yeah. And I knew I was in for an interesting evening when he came underneath my table and sucked my toes.
Whoa!
And I was nobody special, believe me. He sucked anybody's toes.
He was a shrimper.
Yeah, he was
Like the shrimp.
Yes. So I knew that it was a fun show, that, you know, it was going to be...
It was a different kind of show.
Yeah.
So...
Can I take the wig off now?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
So rumor has it that auditioning for the film, you got the part over Steve Martin. Do you know about that? That Steve Martin? No?
I didn't know that.
Oh, it's on the internet.
Well, and whatever happened to his career, right?
Yeah. Loser.
If he had only gotten this movie.
Right.
There you go.
It'd be memorable.
Yeah.
All right, so speaking of memorable,
Yeah.
at what point did you realize that this was going to be part of, you know, the legend, the history of this film?
Tonight. San Francisco. Maybe 10 years into the midnight, phenomenon.
Yeah, the other thing that internet says is that it's the longest running theatrical release in movie history.
Woo!
And do you feel like you know what that thing is that this movie has that connects with people in such a way that really no other movies do?
I think it's you guys. I mean, it's you guys who find and found and loved this movie, and you saw something in each one of our characters, as wild and as commedia dell'arte as they were, you know. What?
Sexuality. Yeah, it was subversive. It was sexual.
Sexual. Yeah, it was subversive.
Drag.
Yeah, and but really not that. It was not that subversive, was it? I mean,
well, it was,
I mean, if you were in Des Moines, yeah.
Right, and I think that's a really good point. I think for people like me, the abnormal youth of America, I would say that Rocky Horror saves lives. Rocky, I was thinking about this today. Rocky Horror was my It Gets Better video.
They discovered themselves, and they, appreciated themselves,
and you knew there was a place for you in the world, Yeah.
And there still is. I mean, there's thousands and thousands of fans all over the world who you can sleep on their couch any night.
Do you know that firsthand?
Yeah, I do.
So one thing I wanted to ask is if you had any memory of this rumor, because I love rumors, especially when an audience is about to watch the movie again. It's been said that the scene where Frank reveals dead Eddie under the table,
yes,
that the actors didn't know that the corpse was there, that the prop corpse was...
No, we didn't know that.
Yeah, so did you guys know that?
No.
When the reveal happens, the actors' reactions are actually real.
Yeah. How did we react?
I think it's pretty horrified.
Were we?
Yeah. Or Meatloaf, right?
Yeah, you're right. I just love that scene for the electric knife.
Oh, yeah.
The electric knife. Tim talks about that too. He loves the electric knife. It was so kitschy and so right, and just the sound of it.
Even the way he uses it threateningly.
Yeah.
I think that, well, that's a good question. What is your favorite scene or line in the movie Rocky Horror?
My favorite line or scene? Probably when I was up in the Flies when they were shooting Touch It, Touch It, Touch Me. And I was watching Susan get felt up.
Good answer.
I'm right back there now.
So you and Susan were the only Americans.
Well, Meatloaf, yeah.
Oh, Meatloaf, right.
Yeah, he had done it on stage. Susan and I had never done it before.
Right, so Meatloaf had done it on stage in LA?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so you guys were the newbies to the world.
We were.
And so Patricia, who's Magenta, and Tim.
Not sitting right.
Richard.
Sitting
it's
right.
hard. Does this look okay?
Yeah.
It's extremely uncomfortable.
Show us your crotch!
Is that better? You look like an old man in drag.
You look like nothing of the sort. And I have to tell you, Barry, with this look, if Sketchfest isn't paying you enough, we can make some extra bucks for you tonight. There are some tranny chasers in this town who are rich motherfuckers. only is Barry legendary for creating on screen the role of Brad Majors, but you also created another iconic, legendary role on stage. Do you guys know that he's the original Danny Zuko from Grease?
And we just had like a reunion, a little 15-minute show on Broadway about a month ago, raising money for Broadway Cares Fights AIDS. And we got the original cast back together again, and we did about 15 minutes of the show. It was great fun, great fun. Yeah.
I just think it's worth noting that you didn't strike gold once, but twice.
Well, thank you.
Yeah,
thank you.
True. Now, there are, normally, I would continue asking questions, but there are Rocky obsessives out here. Do you mind taking a few questions from this beautiful audience?
I love it.
All right, so if we could, I saw your hands up first. Just scream it out and I'll try to repeat it.
What's your favorite audience participation line?
What's your favorite audience participation line?
What's your favorite audience participation line?
Asshole!
Asshole. Thank you, Rich. In my obituary, Barry Bostwick died yesterday. Asshole!
All right, over here.
Hello. Oh, FDR American Badass. It's a movie coming out. I play FDR.
Wow.
And every other line is fuck. And we are killing werewolves. And that's how I got polio. Apparently I was bitten by a polio-ravaged werewolf. And then it's my job to kill all these werewolves. And Hitler is a werewolf, and you know, it's a bit of history, actually.
I was going to say, I love a good historical drama.
Yeah, it's a historical drama. And I think one of the lines is when the doctor says to me, you know, Frank, you have polio, and I look up and I say, but does my cock still work? Now, you know he said that. You just don't read about it anywhere.
That's true.
So you can see the trailer on YouTube, FDR American Badass, coming to a theater near you.
We will all look through the trailer tonight. Okay, all right, freaking out.
Yes.
Mr. Bostwick.
Yes.
Are you going to snatch her wig off like Horace did last year?
Question denied. Sit down. Security. Please.
No, I won't.
Impeachment is, yeah. Can you believe that?
No, I'll do that only if you dare to take the sweat socks out of my crotch. You won't, and I won't.
Might be coming off. All right, over here.
Yes.
I can't really see anything. I can hear you. Did you hear that?
Did you ever score a Snooki on set? That's what I heard.
I think it was.
Did I ever eat a cookie on set?
Did craft services make cookies?
No, that's not what she said.